now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
Say we just tryna live, so we just want them M's. Even if it's dirty, we gon' wash it over here. The requiem is clear, so invest in our ideas. And we don't give a fuck about opinions over here. Nigga, we just tryna live. Oh yeah.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of the Rich Dream Show Pod, where the Black Culture Podcast, where we go over rap, sports, anything and everything, and make sure I'm bringing y'all some of that black business as well with our black business shout outs. And we take you through, real life events, because when you log off, real life does happen. Come
Yep.
share with us. I am your co-host, Smoke, holding it down with my boy G. And hopefully you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you would ever so kindly drop down there, give us a 5-star review. Hey man, you can type whatever you want to. And on the comments, you
Follow us.
You say whatever you need. But just go ahead and follow and give me that 5-star. I appreciate you. God bless you. And God keep you.
Amen.
I need my little pat to get the sweat off. I'm trying to tell you.
There we go.
Yeah, hold on. G getting nasty with the backgrounds over there, man.
Oh, you like that, huh? Hold on. Well, let's just do it like this right here then.
Yeah.
Let's just hold on real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, man. Got the Rich Dream Show sign up there. Just a little something. Is Smoke still okay? Bring Smoke back. Bring him back. Don't hide him. Don't hide him.
That's what
Yeah, man.
Oh man. Appreciate y'all for being here for another week, man. Hopefully you had a great one. Kick back, relax. G got the apple juice on deck. We about to make it happen, baby. Yeah.
Another one.
That's it, baby.
I think we got a great show lined up for him today, man. We got a great show lined up for him, I believe.
Man. Well, let's get into it how we do it, man. We always got to break them off real proper, like get everybody down to earth with this real life-ish.
Real life.
Establishing and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Getting what's understood, because what's understood don't got to be explained.
Sometimes it got to be explained, though.
They do. And that's what we're going to go over, I assume, is how we get to that, or the ways we approach that explanation to get to said understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all about communication. That's the first thing. Because if you're going to get somebody to understand, and that's finding out the communication styles, too. Like, do we just have to have a black and white sit down talk? Or are you the type, do I need to show you what I'm needing to get accomplished in your role in this? Because sometimes that's the thing too. You gotta be shown. Besides talking it out and showing, man, that's pretty much all I got on establishing understanding. What was you at on it, man? What was you at on it?
So basically, when I think about establishing an understanding, like you said, sometimes it can be a thing of, you assuming.
Oh.
You assuming, so you didn't think deep enough, man. You only thought surface level.
You know about the riddle about that, huh?
What's that? Yeah, oh yeah. And I was finna get into that, but sometimes we assume that we have an understanding of certain things. We assume that this person understands that they should be doing this or should be doing that or shouldn't be doing this or that, but I think the thing is, like you said in the beginning, when you're trying to have an understanding, I think the first step is to sit down, talk about it.
Yeah.
So whatever comes, from that understanding, okay, this is what we have. This is what we're going to do going forward. Now there's time for, like you say, the action, right? Um, there's those type of understandings, but then also, let's say you're into it with somebody,
Okay.
and sometimes when you're into it with somebody, especially off the rip, it's kind of like rah, 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 you know what I'm saying? It's not really any conversation really happening as far as just like a discussion. It's really more so an argument.
Right.
You feel me? So
You doing it right too,
sometimes
Holmes?
sometimes it takes cooler heads to prevail.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes when these arguments happen, maybe one of both people are intoxicated, you know. Uh, so I think when you think about establishing understandings, it can come in many different forms. Just not I wasn't more so thinking the definition of it or the act of it, more so like the different ways that you can come to an understanding, like I say, when you drunk and you just, y'all going off, or when you in anger, sometimes it's hard to get an understanding with a person like that, because all they know is they mad about whatever it is. So sometimes it take, like I say, people to calm down, may take a day or two, let emotions go, let emotions get back to level. And then you go in and, have the conversation about said problem, and then try to just figure it out from there. But yeah, man, I think you should always, about anything that you're doing, anything that any person that you're involved with, any business arrangements you have, there should always be an understanding. Like for me for instance, I can't just if I have my clients now, I can be like, yo, I'm gonna charge late fees.
Right.
But if I don't put it on the site or let them know that I charge late fees, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a misunderstanding when I pop up and be like, hey, you was such late, man. I need $10-15 for a late fee.
Or you
You
just
know what
tap
I'm
that
saying?
card.
Huh?
Or you just tap that card.
But that's still a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
For instance, I got, I don't know if I told you this before or told it on here, but it's just an example of a misunderstanding. But it really wasn't even on my end. It's because Black people don't like to read. Anyway, so, I'm, going about my day as I normally do. A client hits me. This is a while back. This is probably about a year or so ago. A client hit me up and was like, hey, my tires low on air. I won't be able to make it on time. Can I reschedule? So I think if I remember correctly, her appointment for her son was like 5:30. She hit me at 5:25.
Okay, yeah. I think you got us with this one before.
She hit me at 5:25, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, so it won't actually let you reschedule that late. You got to do that an hour before your appointed time. So I was like, well, just rebook for tomorrow. Just rebook for the next day. She, she's like, okay. So I mark her as a no-show. That's, if you don't show up, what am I supposed to do? And so she, so check.
No show, like it went
no, she didn't come. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if she would have canceled, it's still, the same amount deduction from the original price. So, she after I hit her with the no show, of course they get the notification on their side. She hits me up. She's like, hey, how much is the no show fee? And I was like, it's half of the price of the haircut. And she's just going off over text though. She's just going off. Oh, you so wrong, and we always on time. But they were late the time before this last time. They were late. But anyways, she was normally on time. But I'm just like, I'm like, dog, this is all in the bylaws, the policy. All you got to do is read it. Now, see, this is the thing. And like I say, that wasn't even a misunderstanding on my side. That was on hers.
Yeah.
That was on her side. All you had to do was read it. You expect me to just, like, if I did that for every client, bro, what's the point of me doing mobile pay? What's the point of me doing that? If I'm gonna just let everybody slide on late fees, not late fees, no show fees or cancellation fees. What's the point? What's the point of me even having them in place?
Nah,
Like,
really, just let people pay what they want to pay, man.
at
Honestly.
that point, then I should just do that. Just take whatever you give me.
Yeah, man.
Like, no, like, bro, y'all niggas gonna start treating it like niggas. Like, that's one thing I really try to get out of my clients. Like, yo, treat me like a legit business. I'm gonna treat you the same way. I'm gonna give you the best service I can when you come sit in my chair. Um, you get free shots. The candy costs, the candy and snacks cost, but you get free shots. I legally can't sell liquor there. If I could, I might sell the shot. Nah, look. But now, I try to, like I say, bro, I was saying before, like I try to put my clients in the best environments I can. Uh, whether if I have to move and move to another suite, another building, that's what I do, bro. So, and I feel like I'm super lenient on, because sometimes when they're a little late past, what I would like, I still take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm running behind on haircuts. So I understand that. But for you to hit me 5 minutes before time and be like, hey, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I got a low tire.
Yeah. It'd have been different. It'd have been different if she was talking about running late, but she talking about not coming at all. And I feel like you usually something like that would know more than 5 minutes beforehand.
So you don't stay 5 minutes away from my suite. So
Right.
you hit me 5 minutes before. You just found that you was just finna leave 5 minutes before. So, and long story short, she ended up not coming to me because she felt like she was in the right. She felt like for whatever reason, she felt she was in the right. But those type of clients, I don't even want them anyways.
Yeah.
I don't
We
even want them
we
anyways.
not the bad at apples, man.
That's
And
all, bro.
that's another thing though. You and her have an understanding.
You gotta understand it. If you won't come here and you gonna be there late,
Right.
you gonna get slapped with. You gonna get slapped with, or you not gonna come, you gonna get slapped with the no show.
Yeah.
So for her side, I just rather not even let him cut my son hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Cool.
that's another thing about the topic, man. Um, in resolving conflict in general, that's a kind of a big part of it. And that's whether this is just like you saying, altercations where you arguing with somebody. A lot of times getting a POV from where they coming from is usually
Mm-hmm.
most of the thing that's lacking when
Right.
you're doing that. Because you're not even understanding, or it wasn't even what you thought, what you perceived to have happened had happened. You
Right.
think
Right.
coming off malicious at you or something crazy like that, and when at the end of the day, it was a misunderstanding between somebody that was giving you bad word of mouth or something like that. Uh,
Yeah.
so getting with somebody, having a conversation, uh, is very important when you talking about uh, just like I said, getting the other side of the other angle of what people are dealing with and when they dealing with you.
Right.
Uh, nah, man, I think that's a big deal, and that's sometimes what we lack or don't even have the patience for some people, um, and we don't even want to understand. We just want our voice to be heard. I think that's a lot
And,
of what's going on these days.
yeah. And like I say, it's like they say when tensions are high, logic is low.
Mm,
Tensions are high, logic because like you just said, we just want to get our point across and get
yeah,
you to feel where we coming from. But sometimes, like I say, you have to just sometimes just revisit it in a couple hours, a day, however long it takes for you to kind of like cool down and process things and come back with a open mind and a cooler head. But what's it? Can you think of a situation where you had a bad misunderstanding with somebody? And I'm sure I'm sure you've had when you're talking from relationships to work or family. That's
Um,
the one that I be having with family. You know what I'm saying? That's not a lot, but lately here, but
just one I could think of pretty recent. Um, a coworker that's not from my company, but they deal with work that has to do with a report that I send out. So to get the information I need for the report, it's a report for the next day. I have to be at a certain point in the day where I know what's going on for tomorrow. And
right.
basically, what he was saying is uh, wondering, if the report could be sent out anytime earlier because that's basically the last thing he got to do, and he can go in and be out the office for the day. But
Okay.
just to have them, break it down to him, had to go through the processes of like, look, if I do send it earlier, more than likely it's gonna be inaccurate. Like you'll have the information, but that's gonna cause, these chain of events to go on. And now we done messed up, you know, things for the next day just to have the information out quicker. So would we rather have it in a timely manner? Of course, it's not gonna be like at the very end of the day, but accurate, or we want to have it, quick, like right after lunch, and then, you got to go back anyway after hours and fix stuff because stuff can changed from there to
Yeah.
towards the end of the day.
When this happened?
This has been like maybe a month or so ago.
Oh, okay. Bitch ass nigga trying to go watch OKC playing shit, man. That's what he doing. Man, nigga know what you doing, man. He trying to get out early so he go watch OKC, man.
You guys look, ain't nothing slick to a can of oil.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
man. Nah,
get
nigga, you gonna get this when you're supposed to get it. Shit.
But nah, man. But yeah, and that's the thing. It was quick conversation. Um, like I said, getting them to see things from my POV of what I'm having to do, and nip that in the bud, man. Didn't have to be no further dealings.
Yeah.
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 Um,
Yeah. I used to find myself, just take it to like the relationship shit. I used to when I was younger, like in my early 20s, not even early 20s, bro, probably earlier than that, like my teens, my late teens. Like, back in high school, this is why I always say high school ain't nothing but games. Ain't no use in like for all of the kids that's in high school,
yeah,
really up to probably sophomore year, maybe junior year of college. No use in getting in no relationship. Ain't no use, man. It's just, I'm not saying that any relationship that you have within those years that it won't work, but the percentages are very low that they will work. So I'm a guy, I like to work with the percentages. But just looking back, but just looking back on it, people play games in high school. So I was the guy, me and all my partners, we selling girls any type of dreams just to get with them. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's
Just to pop them. We selling them any type of dreams. Oh, I love you.
not the
You
L.
my girl. You might. But see, this is what we had to do. These YNs these days, man, they giving it up so easy, man. They ain't got to say none of that. They ain't got to do none of that. This is what we had to do back in the day. Like we had to go over and beyond. But I'm telling them that and you my girl and all of this, making them believe that having two girlfriends and negatives, that's the type of stuff, that's the type of stuff a nigga was on back in the day.
That's
But
stressful right there for a
I
young.
learned I learned one time dealing with this chick back in the day that, I learned to not play with women's emotions like that and just keep it a being with them. Like if you're not really messing with them like that, do not lead them on. And I had a problem where she would prank call a nigga phone like constantly, like every week, threaten to fight my current girlfriend that I had. And it was all because I was selling dreams and playing games. So I said, man, nah, I ain't doing that no more, bro. I don't like that.
And
I
not
don't
selling
like
rich
that.
dreams either. Mm-mm-mm.
Uh,
And you wasn't selling rich dreams either. Oh,
no, straight lies. And honestly, ever since I did that, ever since I stopped doing that, bro, I never had those problems. Like when these dudes be talking about, oh, she bust me one die, cut my tire.
yeah,
It's reasons why, bro.
yeah.
It ain't just because the sex good, bro. You playing with the woman. Trust me. I know. I've been there. That's what I'm saying. I've been there.
You
Been
really
there,
should have
done
learned that when you watched the Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
I've been there, done. You playing games with the one. Like
Yeah,
I had got to the point where it was like I got the tag of you so nonchalant, like you don't care about nothing. But it wasn't really that. It was just like if I knew I didn't want to mess with the chick like that, then I wasn't selling them dreams. I wasn't doing all this extra stuff that, or telling them extra lies that I don't even have to tell them because I'm not really rocking with them. Like I just wasn't doing it. So yeah.
but it can come off that way. But again, it's about getting that understanding. And
Yeah. Yeah.
when you
Yeah. And,
honest,
and you do it off the rip.
yeah,
See, here's the thing. When you do it off the rip, as soon as y'all start talking, as soon as y'all start dating, letting them know like, hey, this is what it is. I ain't looking for nothing. Or if you are, if you are looking for something, hey, I'm looking for something. But also, if we do get that far, this is I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And you get it done off the rip. Because I'm gonna tell you something with chicks, bro. If you get those out of the way early,
right,
because when they liking you like that and it's fresh and early, you can really just like you can damn near get them to agree to anything. So now once they agree to it, you gotta hold them to. You said that's what you said. Remember, and then you just stay firm on what they said. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Hold them accountable.
That's the manipulator talk. That's the manipulator talk, guys.
Catch them early, and hey, you catch them early, boy. That's why you ever heard the saying, you got to start how you want to finish.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Not
true shit.
not early in age. For
Uh,
listeners. We're talking early in the relationship, not early in age, by the way.
early in age.
Yeah, not early in
No,
age.
no, no. I'm saying early in a
There you
relationship.
go. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Start early. As soon as y'all start liking each other, that's when you start.
Hey, I
That's
like
when you lay down
I
the
like
fruit.
you. Hey, I like you. I like you too. But let me tell you what I ain't gonna do. I don't like
This
that.
ain't going. We not doing this. We not doing this. Hey, it ain't gonna work. Hey, that's how you do it, my boy.
But
I'm trying to tell you.
that again, man, this topic relates to setting up the respect for yourself too, though. Because thinking about it, back in junior high, man, little story
Oh
right
wow,
here.
we going back that far?
Yeah, man,
Niggas
junior
say
high.
joke.
'Cause you made me think deep, man. You made me think
Woo.
deep. But had this dude, and I don't, back in NJH days, for some reason, it seemed like they had dudes up in there that's supposed to be damn near junior in high school.
It was, man. I remember. Yeah,
But
yeah.
this
Then
dude
they would
named,
just put them up there too.
yeah, dude named Stanley, man. Shout out to Stanley.
Stanley who?
I don't remember his last name. He
Okay,
kind of
okay,
dude. That's all I really remember. But he
okay.
he used to pick on me, man, when I came through there the first year.
What he used to do to you, bro? Just talk shit about you?
He come up, slap me in the back of the head, push me or something like that. And I'm
Dang.
like, okay, first on time, I was like, okay, quit playing with me, blah, 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 I ain't do nothing. But I had to establish an understanding. Look,
You had to let him know.
I ain't gonna just let you come up here and mess with me every day. Got me a little slap back hands with him one time. And that's
Hey,
it.
that used to.
Hey, and it seemed like that's all he wanted was to like realize that okay, he ain't gonna just let me,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about bullies, bro. Most times, I don't think I've ever. Damn, it's a fucking fly up here. I don't
man
think
on
I've.
your ass, boy.
I don't think I've ever been just like consistently bullied.
Yeah,
Then you
because
had people play
you
here and
from here.
there.
That don't make
No,
you
no,
a funny
no, no.
nigga.
I wouldn't say that. I was really like the chill, laid back. I mean, I knew everybody. I mean, it's negatives. We all know each other. You know, I played ball with them, played basketball, played baseball with them. So everybody knew me. I was
Always
really
been the
quiet,
cool.
huh?
It's okay to say you always been the cool.
No, I was quiet, nigga. Ask anybody around my age that went to school with me. That was, man, you was just cool, low key. You know what I'm saying? Hoop back when I was hooping,
Yeah.
but nah, man. So you if you fight them one time,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna mess with you no more. Cause nobody really wants to fight. You feel what I'm saying? So if they know, damn, if I mean I like to pick on people, but I don't really like to fight. So if I pick on him again, I'm gonna have to fight him because he gonna want to fight if I pick on him. So I ain't gonna fuck with him no more. I'm telling you, that's how I go, bro.
Oh yeah. It's all
That's
first
how it
hand.
go.
It's all first hand. They just wanna, basically see if you about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And go from there. So don't be
That's
afraid
it.
to stand up for yourself.
No, that's
You
the
don't
only way, bro. That's
have
the
to
only
be
way.
people, but don't be afraid of that either.
That's the only
Sometimes,
way.
unfortunately. Yeah, man. I think we took some good different angles on that thing right there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You was only thinking the definition, man. It's multiple ways you can,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That's how we gotta break it down. Get y'all
That's
something
all.
that real life is on you. All right, man. We're gonna take a second, man, switch gears on y'all. Um, Go ahead and get into a little thing we like to call
What you
the
got? We got the smoke screen, right? This nigga be forgetting his own segment, man. This nigga here, hell, boy.
I
God
thought
damn.
I was at the end. My bad. Yeah, you right. You right.
Got the smoke screen by Smoke.
Yep. Yeah.
Relax yourself, man.
Hope you guys have been blessed in the Lord or in Satan, depending on who you serve. I mean, it's not a beautiful day in the hood, man. Make sure I keep my stuff low. Hey, man, tell y'all if y'all ain't been listening to Wheezy features, are we on the cusp of the Carter 6, man? Y'all need to listen, bro. Weezy still kicking that shit, that flavor. It's like this, like that, and like this, and Will Smith dropped his album, slapped you right in the mouth with it. Don't play. Tracy Ellis Ross say she wanna fuck you on it. Unfortunately, I can't be a young nigga no. I can't be out here wilding. I know I didn't have a chance, but that's not the point. And is there a point? You tell me. There are 8 NFL teams that don't have currently cheerleaders. The more you know. Torn in between the two. That shit good. Good. I'm fine. Be kind. Be kind to others. Karma's real. You never know who's watching. He is always watching. Or she. You gotta
You're a
love it.
wild boy, man. You're a
You gotta
wild boy.
That's based on the true story. It's Will Smith's new
Is
album.
it?
If y'all was wondering,
Okay.
now y'all ready to go cop that, man. No lie, I heard a little bit of it. It was kind of, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
You said what now?
I heard a little bit of it. Wasn't bad.
The Will Smith, the Willie Smith,
Based on a true story, man.
the William Smith,
Fresh,
the Willard Smith.
man. Fresh print.
Hey, hey, man, listen. Let me get into my stuff, man. Anyway, but yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, dog. I got some heat for you, man, with the sports and the happiness, bro. With G, by the way. All right, let's get to the first one, man. Giannis open to being traded. Going off of the last, I think 3 years they've been eliminated in the first round. Dame, he's probably going to be out most of the year with this Achilles tear. Shout out to Dame. Get well soon, bro. Get back to hooping soon. But, this is something for Giannis to think about. Giannis is 30. The team look like it's pretty decimated right now with his co-star being hurt for probably about a year. Yeah. Nice open to being traded. Let me ask you something. Where would be the best fit for Giannis?
I mean, who can't benefit from a Giannis?
I'm saying the best fit.
Let me see.
Best fit.
What he does with
Well, she up.
I've been hearing, but let me just. I've been hearing Miami, but to me that don't really seem right. Because I don't think he has the co-stars of shooters that he needs there. Hey, weirdly, you know what? Indiana. I think that's a team that actually fits him well. Defensive minded. They play hard. He can replace Miles Turner as the big, and just open up the offense more. Which is, shoot, they pass the ball. It ain't really just a whole bunch of people sitting around. They move. I think that'd be good.
So you're saying he should pull a KD and go to the team that beat him 4-1 the previous year? Previous 2 years at that.
If it leads you to 2 chips, why not? That's what he wants, some more chips. He say he got to have more.
Well, that's how you LeBron fans think. So, but anyways.
Wait, hold on.
I have to throw that in there. That was a joke.
What is supposed to be? Giannis? Oh, Giannis one of the last real ones that's going to stay with the team.
No.
And now he gonna
leave. He gonna leave. I think the Pacers would be a good one. But I did also heard that he wanted to go to a team with no state income tax. So that only really leaves about, 4 teams? 5 teams?
The only one I know of, for sure is Texas, but who is that?
Florida.
Okay, Florida too.
So it's 3 teams in Texas, 2 in Florida.
Yeah.
So, boy, if he went to Orlando with them young boys they got down there, man, that would be nice. But I'm gonna say best fit. Ooh, that's a good block. I'm gonna say best fit would be bruh. I'm gonna go depending on how much they would need to get Giannis. I'd probably say the Spurs, man. Just looking at if we can keep De'Aaron and Wemby, probably gonna be able to keep Chris Paul because they have a lot of young players, and I'm hearing that they have good draft stock. So I believe that. Me personally, I think the Spurs, bro. I think the Spurs.
That could be something.
Yeah.
Him and Wemby. Good God. That'd be
bro, that'd be ridiculous.
At least 20 blocks a game. Spurs.
Facts though. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah. That'd be crazy, dog. Like him and Wemby and De'Aaron. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. But like I say, they'd have to give up a few players. But I believe the players that they would have to give up, I'm fine. I'd be fine with it. Personally, I'd be fine with it. I'd be okay with it. But we'll see where he goes, man. See how it plays out, man. But like I said, I think the Spurs would be the best. Smoke think
That's exciting,
Indiana would
no
be the
matter what,
best.
though.
Let's go to the
Damn,
next
what
one.
is it again?
NBA draft. We just had not NBA draft, NBA draft order. I'm sorry. NBA draft order. I have to fix that. But the NBA draft order, do you have the link for the draft order? Smoke 3.
Yes, sir. Got you right here. Shout out to the Mavs with that lucky first lotto pick, man.
Yeah, man. The Mavericks got the first pick. San Antonio got the second one. You got Philly at 3, Charlotte at 4, Utah at 5, Washington at 6, New Orleans at 7, Brooklyn at 8, Toronto at 9, and good old Houston by way of Phoenix at 10. Boy, Houston loading up on that young talent, ain't they?
Hey man, why not?
They loading up on it, man. They are loading up on it.
Uh, the
What do you
projection.
think about Dallas getting that first pick, man? What supposedly, the number one prospect is Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Uh, how do you think he fits into Dallas?
Um, I think it'll be a great pickup for him.
Okay.
Another wing to put out there for scoring.
Okay.
He's got nice size on him. No, I think he mesh in well, especially when you're talking about another scorer to offset Clay. Um, yeah, and Kyrie out there, depending
Yeah.
on his. I don't really know much about his defensive prowess, but I think that's a good base to have around him for him to learn and grow. And they was already pretty much a playoff contender, uh, barring injury. So I feel like that's something they can really build on next for next year.
Okay. Yeah. Now, man. See, I'm thinking more so along the lines of, because, like I say, Giannis do want to come to a team that's no state income tax. Dallas is one of them. Um, man, look, Cooper seemed like he gonna be a good player. We don't know, but he seemed, if you judging off of his college career, short college career, I think he only played 1 year in college. It looked like he gonna be a player, right? Right. This nigga loud out. Oh, anyways, so Cooper Flag, it seemed like he is gonna be a good player, but if I'm Dallas and Milwaukee come with a trade offer that look good and I can get Giannis in that trade, man, I'm sending Cooper Flag ass right up there to Milwaukee without even thinking twice. Without thinking twice, I'm sending his ass up there. You got a guy that's, a 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, champion already. NBA, from what I see, is about winning now. We not trying to really wait 2, 3 years, 4 years to see if, especially if we're in position and we have the opportunity to win now. We normally see NBA teams go for it. So I believe they should, if they can trade him for Giannis, I do it. Like I said, I wouldn't think twice about it. But I think he'd be a great fit with Dallas, though, if they decide to keep him with AD and Kyrie. I think he can learn so much from AD and Kyrie also, as far as just being, professionals, professional basketball players. Uh, I think he can develop into a great player. They know they develop their players pretty well in Dallas. So, like I was saying, before we lost smoke, if I could if I'm Dallas and Milwaukee hit me with, hey man, you want Giannis for Coop and some other players and some picks, I'm sending his ass up to Milwaukee without even thinking about it. Not thinking twice about sending his ass to Milwaukee. That's just me. Like I say, I think the NBA is more of a win now at all costs. NFL, they'll give you a 3 to 5 year window to try to win, or say if you won one, okay, we won one, shit, we can win another one in 3 to 4 years. That's pretty damn good, because people rarely repeat in the NFL. But the NBA, man, they trying to win now. So if I'm Dallas and I got that opportunity, man, I'm shipping him. Did we lose Smoke again? Damn, lost him again. He might have to get on his phone if that works. You back?
Man,
I finna say, man, you might have to try your phone, bro.
it's funny as hell right now,
Sheesh.
boy.
You got to go down there and call Cox hands out, man. Cox internet. Don't get thinking crazy now, y'all in the comments. Yeah, you might have to go call their hands out, man. Shit.
Nah, that's an interesting thought though.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that mindset, especially if they can keep AD and Kyrie.
Yeah, you gotta be able to keep them. That's the only way it'll make sense,
Yeah. Do you really think? Yeah, let me stop. That definitely gives them more chance of winning now.
Huh?
Because as much as Cooper looks good, definitely see some blaring weak spots to where it wouldn't be as advantageous as getting a Giannis. So.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, what we doing, man? We trying to wait to win a ring, or we want to win one? I think if Giannis go to Dallas, they'd automatically be the favorites to win the next championship. Whatever, they'd be the favorites to win in 2026. Unless another big trade happens. But we'll see, man. Good luck to the kid, man. I think either way, Dallas in a good spot. Real quick, do you think they forgiving Nico right now?
No. And I wouldn't if I was a Mavs fan like that, because you just got lucky, nigga. You got lucky.
That ain't had nothing to do with you. That ain't had nothing to do with you, bro.
I might be even more mad because we could have had Luka and Coop. So it's like,
I don't know if y'all probably wouldn't have. They probably wouldn't have been that bad to they would have been a few more games better to where they wouldn't have been able to get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Good point.
That's kind of how I'm looking at that. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is my theory, bro. It's just a theory of mine, and one of my clients kind of pulled my coattail to it this morning. He was like, "Man, you know what? I think this was all set up, because think about it. NBA ratings, they were down before the Lakers did the trade with Dallas for Luka to go to LA. So this one I'm thinking the league probably was like, hey man, listen, man, ratings down, we all losing money. Fall on the sword for us real quick, man. We gonna take care of you on the back. We gonna take care of you on the back end. We got you." Lo and behold, nigga, 1.7, 1.8 chance to get the number one spot in the draft.
Man.
And they get it. Come on, man. Come on, dog. But anyways, man, that's just me. That's just me going down the rabbit hole real quick, trying to take y'all niggas down there with me. But anyway, let's get to these playoff update, man. This has been a good playoff. By the way, I'm watching right now. I just seen Cleveland get their ass not sent home, but they will stay home. Yeah. So Indy will be in the championship, the conference finals with seems to be New York, man. Now that Jason Tatum out with that Achilles tear.
Yeah.
So
And
That's
shout
up,
out
man.
to Indiana.
What's your thoughts on the playoffs, man, so far, man? This just an update,
Hey,
overall.
I'm very amazed. Um,
Okay.
Loving what I'm seeing competition wise. Shout
Okay.
out to Indiana because I was one of the non-believers that was just like, oh yeah, it's Boston and Cleveland. I didn't even really think about Indiana like that. I knew they was a team that could challenge, but I just never
You
really
ain't
just
think about them, bro.
I did. I did. So shout out to the boys, man. They proven to the naysayers.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
but nah, all the series I feel like have been exciting. Uh, I mean, of course, except for the sweeps. Uh, but even in the gentleman sweep that the Boston had with Orlando, still very competitive games.
Yeah.
Of course, you hate to see the injuries take people out, but that's just a part of it.
Yeah. Let me ask you something real quick.
What's up?
So you say I was gonna ask you who do you think who is the most exciting team that you've seen thus far in the playoffs? Would you say Indiana? That's kind of seemed like this.
Nah, I'll say the T Wolves. I think Ant Man, especially with
Yeah.
the King and
Yeah.
him basically showing that he about to
Hey,
knock off some more old heads, Jimmy, Draymond, and Steph.
get them out the way, man. Get the old
So
niggas out of here, man. Get
hey,
these old niggas out of here.
and then we got Rudy
Look,
Gobert, Rudy Gobert
that lead
and
me.
James.
I'm glad you said that because that actually leads me into my next two questions. Actually, one of the
What's
questions we kind of talked about in the group message the other day. One of them was do you think Julius is a better fit than Cat on the Wolves? Seeing what you've seen thus far in the playoffs, do you think he's a better fit than Cat on the Wolves?
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
they needed somebody that had more of an athletic standpoint on the game. Uh, that double big that they had combination, it was kind of two of the same player. Not really, but yes. Like they both was just kind of big, stand by the basket, the rebound. Only thing is Cat can shoot threes more so than Rudy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
same build, same type of energy level. They needed somebody to make that offense flow a little bit better. And Julius Randle giving them just that, giving them the spark that they need.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Randall as well. When we talked about this, we talked about this we talked about this when it first happened, I believe. I think on the
Yeah,
pod actually. We talked about it. And I was like, I think that the Timberwolves won the trade because my estimation, I was thinking like Julius Cat, they kind of bring the same thing. I think Julius is a better playmaker.
yeah,
Cat is a better rebounder.
sure.
Um, but I thought the DiVincenzo, I always call nigga DiVincenzo, the DiVincenzo, the DiVincenzo piece, him, coming along with Randall, I thought that was kind of like the breaker, the tiebreaker to me. But it's really been Randall, bro. Like Randall, he's been consistent. Anytime it seemed like even more so than Ant. When they need a bucket, Randall go get him a bucket.
Yeah,
Um, he's facilitating the ball, and that's something that Cat cannot do. That's not Cat's game at all. And I think that helps out Ant because you got a guy in Julius that can make plays. Now Ant don't have to make every play because
right.
Mike Conley can't make plays the way that he used to with the Grizzlies. Just getting older. But Julius can still make play. He can make plays, so that takes some of the pressure off of Ant. And you'll see Ant spotting up for threes sometimes now.
Yeah,
So I think he's been better. Not saying that he's a better player than Cat, but I think he's been better on the Wolves. I agree with you on that one. And also, I wanted to ask you: do you think that they will force this face of the league thing on Ant. Now let's say Ant go to the finals and win it all. That's my guy, so I'm rooting for him to do it. But if he does that, do you think they would kind of force that face of the league thing on him?
It kind of comes with the territory. I don't know if they're gonna force it on him, but it's just like if you're the best player on the championship team, that's just kind of what it is.
But was Jason Tatum? Was Jason Tatum ever has he ever been thought of as the face of the league, even after winning the chip last year?
I want to say no, but was he the best player? I think that's always been kind of up in the air because you got Jaylen Brown there. He was basically the catalyst for that championship run at the ends, especially
He was
with his defense and his scoring as
scoring.
well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's just more clear cut on the Timberwolves, like who the star is. Like even when he's not having his best scoring nights, he's still the star because he's learned how to facilitate a little bit better, and he'll still make an immaculate play, a dunk or something that'll just make
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Um, I think they might because I just believe that they've been reluctant to give it to Jason Tatum for whatever reason. If you look at the stats, the dude's a 25, 26, 27, 8 rebounds, 5 assists a game. His stats are actually better than Ant's. If you're just looking at his averages, they're actually better than Ant's. But I think not crazy better, but they are a tad bit better. But I think if you just look at personality, uh, his demeanor on the floor, um, the way that he go at guys, and we talking about the best, LeBron, Steph, KD, like the way he going at these guys. That's like the purest. Like they say, it's a saying, he's your favorite player.
Right,
And that's going back to like the old school guys that played in the early 2000s, 90s, and all of that. They love this. Like they love this young nigga, man. Like they love him because I think they feel he's cut from their cloth. You get what I'm saying? Um, but I think they'll force it on him just because he has it, bro.
Yeah.
He has it, man. He has it. He has it.
I think he's weary of the spotlight because he
Yeah, of
knows
course.
he knows that's a target just to be taken back down. And
Yeah, and then no, I think even to be more specific, I think it's just by how he living off the court. He don't want to be the just that. Not I think he want to be able to do what he want to do and let me get on record by saying I do not agree if the rumors are true about that kid. I 1,000% do not agree with that. But I also will say it's faults on both sides, not just his side, hers too. But just want to say that. But that's what it is. He don't want to, he know how he living out there.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting if they were to win it. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, he from Georgia. He a little ratchet.
Yep. So man, you got the Knicks on the brink of putting out the Celtics, which they will probably do tomorrow. You got Indiana that just put out Cleveland.
Yeah.
Indy and the Knicks. If that's the matchup, who you got coming out the East?
I'm about to say, let's not just write off the Celtics, but if that does...
Come on, man. Hey, after you give your answer, I'm going to get into that. Go ahead.
But if it does happen to end up being the series, man, I'm a toughly say.
You gonna say it?
I don't know, bro. It feels like a little bit of a toss up. Uh,
It's close. I won't lie. It is close.
I'm gonna say Pacers in 7, bro. Pacers
Prices
in
down. I can see it going 6-7 though for sure.
Pacers in
It's going to
7.
go at least 6.
Just because I feel like when it comes down to the toughness aspect, they might have it a little bit more.
I'm gonna say
But Big Shot Brunson, bro, it's hard to go against Big Shot.
I'm gonna say Bronson because one thing I know, Bronson going if the game is close late between the two teams, how you do it? Between the two teams, I trust Bronson more. I trust him more in a close game late. I trust him more. But this will be an interesting matchup because these are two teams that to me that are very similar. They both do not give up quick. They're not giving up. Period. They're not giving up. They're gonna fight it to the just tonight. Cleveland had a 20-point lead early in the game. Hawked them all the way down, made them stay home the rest of the playoffs. Sent them on vacation early. But that's what they do, bro. They are fighters. They're gonna keep chipping away. They're gonna keep coming. Knicks are the same way. But if I had to pick, I'd pick the Knicks, man. I'm gonna take the Knicks. But anyways, what'd you say at the beginning? Oh yeah, bro. Let me tell you something about the Celtics.
Talk to me.
They really smoked this series, dog. They really smoked this series because in every game they've had a big lead.
20 plus.
Every game, bro. I don't know if they had a 20-plus point lead this last game, but I know the first 3 they had they had leads of double digits every game. It's like they get up on them and they expect the Knicks to quit and just mail it in. Bro, you must don't know Tibbs.
And then that one game, I think it was the first game, they missed like 75 threes or something.
The first 2 games combined.
Ooh.
I think that was the first two games combined, and it's just like, bro, they toyed this series away, bro. They smoked this more so than the Knicks just beat them. Give the Knicks all the credit for staying with it and never giving up. They deserve to put these niggas ass out because the Celtics just smoked it. You know, minus the injury to JT. I think if JT don't go down yesterday, they probably win that game. They probably win it because he was balling. But for them to even be in a position like that, they should have been going to New York up 2-0. And then even, like I say, bro, like they just smoked it. But anyways, man, we'll see. But so over in the West, it's looking like, you know, it's looking like the kid Ant, man, he going to the West Finals again. Let's do situational. If he faced the Nuggets, who you see winning that?
I just don't know if he didn't reach that point yet where he can take out the Joker.
He just took him out last year, remember? He take names and kicking asses, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Randy Orton, that boy the legend killer, ain't it?
He killing that. That's what I call him, the legend killer, man. I'm telling you.
RKO.
I'm telling you, man. He getting these old niggas up out of here. But so okay.
But yeah, I got Denver still. I don't know.
You still got Denver. Okay, that's cool. What if OKC get to the West Finals against the Timberwolves? Who you got?
See, I just don't believe OKC gonna beat Denver so bad that I'm gonna give it to the Timberwolves.
Just hypothetical. It's 2-2 right now, though. So
yeah,
it's close series.
Yeah.
So who you can see winning in that matchup? OKC and because I think they match up well, bro.
Yeah, but I'm going T-Wolves.
You going T Wolves? So let's get back to the Denver Nugget thing. Okay, Denver. Who gonna guard Julius? Aaron Gordon.
Have to, yeah.
Aaron Gordon. Okay. Foot speed wise, he might can keep up with him. Can he keep up with him in the paint, strength wise?
I mean, he was banging with LeBron, so I feel like that's a similar matchup.
Yeah.
You want to tell me Julius early just way
No,
stronger
but
than
I would say that Julius is better in the paint than LeBron. I
Oh, he's
mean,
definitely more skilled for sure.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's kind of the angle that I was
I
going.
don't think he gonna like stop him. I think Julius can still probably pretty much get off for 20 plus. But I think that'll be the matchup, and
Yeah, and I think that's key though. I think that's real key because I believe Ant gonna do what Ant do.
yeah,
Uh, I think the key is which is always the other guy.
yeah,
It's always the other guy. I think Rudy and those guys they're gonna give Jokic problems again. Just the length. You put length on Jokic, you got a chance. He's still gonna do him, but you got a chance.
I'm banking on Murray to come up big, basically.
Man, ain't gonna put clamps on that nigga, man.
You think
Ain't gonna
so?
put clamps. Put clamps on him, man.
Yeah,
Put clamps on him. But I mean, you know, Murray, he gonna do his thing. But I think the key to that series would be Julius, though. It would be Julius Randle for sure.
yeah.
But anyways, man, shout out to the league, man. Shout out to the teams, bro. They've been putting on. They've been putting on, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely been one of the better ones, one of the better, one of the better playoffs in a minute, man. I don't know. But as we leave the NBA, let's get into the trial.
W getting started on this Saturday too.
Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways,
Oh Lord Jesus.
we'll talk about them when they get started. Anyways, man, your boy, your idol, the guy you've been looking up to your whole life, Diddy trial started. His trial started. Let's stop joking about that, man, because that's no joking matter, bro. Let's stop. Let's tighten up. Let's tighten up. There you go. Anyways, so he had his I think the first day of his trial, like a few days back or last week sometime. And man, the things that I'm hearing that they opening up with, bro, they opening up with the guy that I guess the escort that Cassie dealt with in front of Diddy.
Yeah.
And they bringing him on as a material. They bringing him on as a material witness. Not a witness. He's the guy that was involved. That Diddy paid him to have sex with Cassie in front of him, and this nigga crazy, man. And he was just like, Diddy was there, and he was masturbating while we was having sex, and mind you, Diddy's kids were right there in the courtroom listening to all of this. That's craziness, bro.
Something you ever want to hear about, probably.
No, you don't want to hear that about your parent. That's wild.
They brought any baby oil evidence in there yet?
So this what it was said that Diddy would have a room and have them bring a blow up pool of baby oil for Cassie to get in. And she also said that they used to go through, I guess when they had a sex capades, they would go through a couple of bottles of large size baby. What is it with the fucking baby oil, man? Man, come on, man. Hey, man, if a motherfucker need that much lube, bro, something ain't going on. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right, man.
You just really like that porn effect, I guess. You know how the porn hoes they put the baby.
Man. So let me just get, this is a topic, this is one of them topics it's viral right now, but let me get to my question so we can get the fuck up out of here.
want to get out the baby oil pool?
What you say, the baby oil bandit? What you say?
You trying to get out of here, man? You can't get out too fast. We'll fall.
Slick.
No, man.
Hey, watch your step. Watch your step. But look, so do you think, my question to you is, do you think Diddy is gonna get off on this? What do you think the end outcome is gonna be on this?
First of all, he already got off. Secondly, nah.
He did get off though. That's what they said in court. That's what they said in court. Yeah.
I don't think he'll get whatever is like the full sentencing of whatever charges they were trying to get him on.
Billionaire.
But I think they're gonna get him on a little.
You think they're gonna make an example?
Just with so many accusations, I think he gonna get maybe a little sexual assault charge or something like that.
So the charges are like sex trafficking. They got him on a RICO for sex trafficking, and it was something else I can't remember, but which is wild because he's the only one on trial for it. Normally RICO is like they normally do. They started RICOs for the mob, the Italian mob, because they couldn't really get them. They couldn't get any of them. Going down and shake down people, loan sharks. They couldn't get them on loan shark and going down and shaking down people for money on their businesses or touching the drugs. So they had to get somebody that's associated with them. But you don't normally see a RICO charge on one person. I don't know if that's ever happened. It's normally, yeah. But anyways, man, we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, I think he'll get whatever the lightest sentence you can get.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, bruh's a billionaire, man. So it's like you can't. I don't see too much going, crazy for. But we'll see. Let's get to the last of the sports and the happenings, man.
Yeah, they tarnished his name. They got what they wanted.
Oh, Tory Lanez, man. So it was said that he got stabbed 10 plus times.
14, nigga.
14, yeah. 14 times. He was in critical condition, the last I heard. This is crazy, man. Don't know what it's behind, but prayers to Tory, man. Him and the Megan thing. I don't know if he shot her or not. I can't say that. I'm not one to. I don't want to put it on him or not. But something like this happens, man. You just pray that the dude get back well soon, man. I don't know if I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know the situation, but it's crazy. It's crazy that this, because you don't really hear this happening to famous people in prison like that.
Nah, I thought they
not
usually
really
protected, like on a different
nigga.
wing.
Why I'm never going to General Pop? Why I'm going to General Pop and I'm a star? Why?
Yeah, I thought.
I'm A-OK being by myself 20, 23. Man, I ain't got nothing to prove to these boys up in here. I just want to do my time and go home at that point. Go home in one piece.
Yeah, a photo with the swole on, like everything was G.
Do my little push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Do my little push-ups and go on home, man. That's it. But man, shout out to Tory, man. Like I say, get well soon, man. Hopefully he come up out of this and serve, I guess, the rest of his time, man. And hopefully by being in prison, he has been rehabilitated. Because that's what they say it's for, right? It's for rehabilitation before you get back into society. So hopefully.
If he did do that shit with Megan, that is some bitch shit, but he didn't deserve this. That's what I'm saying.
Not at all. Yeah, if he did that, which the story is kind of shaky, but if he did that, deserve the time that he got, 100%.
Or if he had it done.
Huh?
If he had it done, because he might not have did it. He might not pull the trigger, but he might have had it done.
Yeah. So apparently it was just like Megan's people and him.
Oh,
So, but if it's if he did it, he deserved the time. I'm a fair guy. I don't show favoritism to people that I like. If it's clear as day, if they're wrong, you're wrong. You're wrong. But
shame.
shout out to Tory though, man. Shout out to
Shame.
Tory.
Nobody deserved to get shanked. Well, some people think, but I don't think he did.
You don't believe he did it?
No, I'm saying I don't think he deserved to get shanked.
No, man. But at the same time, we don't know what he did.
That's what I say.
Just get well soon, my boy. Get well soon.
Stay strong.
Anyways, man, that's the end of the sports and happiness. I'm gonna slide it on back over to my boy Smoke.
Appreciate you, young FaZe. Gave us the happenings of the week and the sports. Hey, that was a good little segment right there. Good place to be in these life and times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. If you ain't already, make sure you dream big. That's right. New merch out there. Get it on the website right there. You see below, man. RICHDREAMZZAPPAREL.STORE/shop. And no cap, new hats, just like G told you, baby. They out here. So we need y'all. Get in your drip. Get ready. Sun coming out. Get you
It
some.
sure will.
Hey, get you some new rich dreams and style out in it. And hey, you know what it is? Dream big, baby.
Sun's out, guns out, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's how we do it, man. And as we move along, man, let's get into this black business shout out for the week. We got nice locks.
That's my girl, man. Nisha. Not he. What you called her?
Oh, yes.
You called her nice locks. That boy say nice locks. Nah, this my dog Nisha, man. She used to be at the other spot with me that I just left last year. She was like my neighbor, man. That was my dog, man. She the one that put me on the show From. She put me on that, man, the show From. That's one of me and my fiance's favorite shows. And but yeah, that's my dog, man. She do locks out here in the Arlington area. You know, y'all tap in with her. She nice. If you ever in the DFW area, book with Niecy Locks, man. That's my dog, man. And she got free snacks at her spot. My snacks ain't free. But at her spot, she got free snacks. So you might wanna go over there and tap in with her, man. Whatever style you want, man, she can do it for you too.
I'm seeing all these different variations. She doing her thug.
She can, yeah. She nice, man. I'm proud of her too, bro. Like Nisha got a whole assistant.
What?
That nigga got an assistant now, man. I say, boy, I gotta pop up on that mess with about that. Oh, you got an assistant now, nigga.
What you gotta do, you gotta schedule. You gonna have to schedule with her assistant to pop up on her.
You got an assistant, nigga.
You ain't just pop up.
But nah, man.
Since you gotta schedule.
But nah, man. She do great work though. She do great work.
Very nice. Hey, shout out Niecy with the nice locks.
Niecy Locks.
And you can use that. You're welcome. I just gave you that. And always, let them know. Jay sent you.
I sent you.
I had to catch it for a retwist on me.
But she my dog though, because what she'll do is like I didn't send her some of my clients that got locks, and she'll send me her clients that need haircuts. So we get money together, man. We getting the money together, bro. That's how it's supposed to be.
Hell yeah, bro. I like that. All right, man. Let's see, make sure you got everything. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into this album of the week. Oh,
man, what you know about that, man?
Very special one.
You don't know nothing about that, man.
Yeah, some might call it a classic.
Oh, some gonna call it a classic. Yes, sir.
And if you didn't know, now you know, man. We repping that Kush and orange juice. I like to thank Wiz because he's giving me this combination that I've had so many times. That's just très magnifique. I don't know how he thought of it, what inspired him, but I'm glad he had it, man. Um, I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of the tracks, but I'm gonna definitely go Good Dank for sure. Definitely a
Yeah, I
good.
love Good
I
Thing.
mean, all just good ride out, vibe out type of track situations, you know. Uh, you really
Yeah,
can you put that thing in, and if you got if
let
you
it
like
ride.
you got if you like Wiz and got 28 grams, that's your whole day. Just
Let that
roll.
motherfucker ride, man.
You ain't got no kids, you know. You are just doing your thing.
Let that bit ride.
What's up, man? In the cut, that's another one. Tough. Um, I don't even remember Pedal to the Metal. Let's check that one out again. I have to go back and listen to some of these skits too. I know the skits was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Wiz though, been putting it down for a good minute. And after all these years, just got the two out there. So nice he had to do it twice, and two is fire as well.
Yep.
What's your top three off of this jump, man?
Uh, yeah, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it to tell you.
Oh, what's
I don't
this?
need to see it. We don't need to have this up. I know. I know about it. If I put an album, if I for future reference, if I put an album in there, I don't need to see the track list. That's when I know it. I know it from top to bottom. But now, man, my favorite one on there probably is it's a few of them, bro. I like Good Dang too, though.
Yeah,
Probably Never Been or Mesmerize.
okay.
And them bitches they mesmerize and recognize. I keep it so G. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like that one. I like Never Been. Like I said, I like Spotlight. That's one of my favorite ones too. 10
Okay.
steps ahead of these niggas. That's why she fuck with me instead of these niggas. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yeah, that one. What's another one on there? I like the Glass House one with him and him, um, Big Crit and Spitter.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That's a tough one. I just really caught on to that one.
Yep,
Uh,
that one
maybe
tough.
last year. I never had heard it for some reason.
That one
That,
tough, bro. And it's crazy. I remember when I first started listening to this mixtape, like I hadn't never tried weed at this point. But boy,
right.
goddamn it, it made me want to. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. When I'm listening to how cool at the time, how cool that nigga made
Oh,
weed, how cool that nigga made smoking weed sound. I was like,
yeah.
damn,
So this
yeah.
dropped. This dropped in 2010. I started smoking
2010, yeah, I'm like 20, first year of college, some shit like that.
and I started
Yeah,
smoking 2011. God damn it.
right, man. Hey, man, this was the time, right? This college years, bro. So yeah, bro. Wiz got him a classic in this one, man. And like you said, two just dropped. Probably about on 420. Two dropped on 420, and to be honest, bro, it's the same vibe as one. I like it personally. You know, it's kind of the same vibe. You heard it, right?
Yeah, and he threw some hard features on there as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
nigga,
favorite one
gave no
probably
credit.
was. Let me see what my favorite one was. Uh, Let me see. I might be. I like that one. I might be.
Okay, yeah, well, LaRuss on there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like that one. I like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a one was on there. He had a dope one with Gunna on there too. 5 star. That's a
Yep.
tough.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, definitely.
Yep.
If you listen to the original, of course, check out the original because it's a classic,
Yes.
like we saying. But then, if you like that classic, make sure you head on and check on that Cushion Orange Juice too, man. Because
Yep.
that's definitely a hot one right there. Um, Gee, I got one more thing. I'm gonna give you a little surprise on this one.
Okay.
We're gonna get y'all into this reaction video.
No,
Where y'all wanna go?
we go wherever you're going.
Y'all wanna go with me?
Yeah.
Yeah? All three of y'all?
Yeah.
Make it a party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Let's do it. Sex party. Yes.
Yeah.
Me as a fourth time we're doing. You're like, what?
You know that?
Like big booties.
Oh my god, yo.
Big booty.
Who is
Can you lift your shirt up?
Wow, y'all trying to, are y'all, what? Y'all not wasting no time.
who is bro? Who is that?
I really would try to figure it out myself.
That's a setup, man. That's too many white girls, bro. Ain't no way. That's too many motherfucking white girls. Nigga, that's a motherfucking setup. Ain't no way you supposed to. Man, don't go for that, man. Don't go for that shit, man.
Party.
Too many, and then too many fine white girls. You know, that's nice looking white girls, man. Like, nah, bro, they gonna get you. Don't do that.
That's great
Don't do
USDA right there.
Don't do that, bro. Leave it alone, man.
That's a get out episode. That's a get out episode waiting to happen right there.
They plotting on you, dog. They plotting on you. Don't touch.
Never to be seen again.
Right. Somewhere behind somebody's bars.
I'm glad that you said that though, bro, because that was literally my first thought. I said, damn.
Nah, that's it, man. That's easy. And he talking about, yeah, like that, huh? Oh, nah, yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Yo, straight to the point. Yeah. Come on.
Think it's that easy. Go on and think that.
Hey, nothing worth having in life.
That's funny.
Yeah. I just wanted to hit you with that because I said, let me get a general reaction when you ain't seen it.
That's the first thing I thought, man. Got him. If he go home with him, got him.
May the Lord have mercy on him. Man, appreciate y'all, man. We done made it through another one.
Yes.
Like we told you at the beginning, you've been watching on the YouTube, Rich Dreams TV, all one word. Get with us on socials at the Rich Dream Show Pod, all one word. Make sure that you're inboxing us with things you want to see for the show, topics. If you want to get in for an interview to promote your business, hit us up as well. And make sure you hit us up if you're a new subscriber. The first new subscribers, the first 5, we can get you 50% off one Rich Dreams apparel item.
Right.
So make sure you hit us on that tip as well. And like I said, on Apple Podcast, you can catch us on there, and Spotify. Make sure you're giving us a 5-star rating. We appreciate
and follow us on Apple Pod and Spotify. It's the Rich Dreams Pod.
Okay.
Just the Rich Dreams Pod.
Big. So make sure y'all got us on rotation. That way you get the updates when we get our post on there.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And hey, dream big, baby, or don't dream at all. It's G, it's Smoke. Hey, don't sleep on your dreams or they become your nightmares. It's the Rich Dream Show. Peace.